Hi, good evening. It is Sunday evening and it seems ages since I last did a video, so I thought I'd better get back into it. I've been very busy, but that's no excuse. And if you've seen the heading of my channel, I can't remember it word for word, but it's Brian Jones, Factory Manager of the Year 2021, Grosser Gold Awards, which was and still is the proudest moment and achievement within my very nearly 38-year-old career. And when I was setting up this channel, it was with the intention of doing a few videos on my experience, my career, and my thoughts on leadership. But as yet, I've done anything but, so I thought I'd dip my toe in the water. And I thought this would be a great place to start. I had this fridge magnet. This lives on, it's a big fridge magnet, I'll grant you that. This lives on my fridge and has done since somewhere 2013, 2014. And it covers three areas, but the one we're starting on today is accountability. So it might sound completely blatantly obvious that if you're going to be successful in business, successful in your career, and become a successful leader, then you would imagine that everybody takes for granted and assumes that it's so important that you need to be accountable. But in my time and in my career, it's one of the things that I've seen people slip up on the most. And I see it as accountability being over here, and the opposite end of the scale is victim. And more often than not, I see people when they're under pressure and they're being challenged and they are close to potential failure and feeling failure, they will drop into victim mode. And I've done it myself, so I wanted to be sure that I always had these guiding principles in front of me each morning on the fridge when I'm making my coffee before I set off to work, just to remind myself, because the lesson is very simple. You know, the element on this fridge magnet to the far left hand side, it talks about operating above the line. And when it talks about operating above the line, it means operating with accountability, demonstrating ownership, demonstrating that you're accountable, and demonstrating that you are responsible for the situation, for the scenario, whatever it is that you're doing, you're demonstrating good levels of accountability. When I talked about the opposite end of the scale, in terms of the victim mentality, the downside of that is when you slip into the victim mentality mode, you become powerless. You operate in a blame culture, you'll blame others, you'll blame something, or everything but yourself for why things are starting to go wrong. And you can see from that very clearly and quickly that you're starting to lose control. You'll make excuses and you will go into denial. And when you blame, when you make excuses, and when you go into denial, you have lost control. You are not going to be able to influence that scenario or that situation positively, because you become defensive, you become a victim. And whilst it's not always easy to do, if you can maintain a level of accountability, if you can demonstrate accountability, then you are in control, because there is only you and your team that can find your way through this. And you know that you own it because you are accountable. I'll just read the bits at the bottom. It says, are you above the line or are you below the line? It's important that everybody takes personal accountability for their work. Don't blame others when things go wrong. This creates a victim mentality. Choose to take accountability and stay in control and stay above the line, or stay below the line, blaming others, acting like a victim, and surrendering control. So hopefully that made sense. I want to do a lot more videos in the future about leadership tips, things I've learned along the way, and also want to do a video on my career, which I find really interesting and something I'm very proud of, and hopefully others will too. But that's my start for 10. There are lots and lots of things that make a good leader, but if you can start with accountability, I think you'll be in a really strong position to influence your day, your week, your month, your career and your life. So yeah, please do get in touch and be sure to comment down below, because I love having discussions on the videos that I've made, even more so now that we're getting into conversations and videos about leadership. That would make for great comments and conversations. So take care, keep safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.